Yo, welcome to Line Podcast. Like it or not, the livest show in the O. We're ready to go. I got the crew. To my right, what's up, OGB?
What's up, everyone?
To my left, it's Venti Clemmy.
Good evening.
And I'm your host, Mr. Tokes. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show, everybody. Omar is out. Lil O.
Shout out to Lil O, my dude.
Riding the bench today.
Yeah.
Need to do some shit. How's everybody doing?
Feeling good, bro. Feeling good.
I'm solid.
Mike always says, I'm solid. Yeah, I think you say that more than Barack Obama himself.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. Isn't
says
that his
that?
word? That's
I'm
his word.
solid,
He always says solid.
I'm solid.
Shout out to mamas. Happy Mother's Day
Happy
this
birthday,
weekend.
mothers.
The whole weekend.
No, Corey, don't sing ever.
I was about to hit that high note. You like that?
I'm afraid to die.
Yeah. Yes, mothers, we love you. Thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, shout out to mothers.
And shout out to all mothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Not just our mothers. All mothers.
All you mothers out there.
All you mothers.
We're going through a lot.
Thanks
That
for giving birth.
Thanks for going through that quarantine extravaganza. It was a lot. I know that was. Everybody had to homeschool and do all that crazy shit.
See, and if, like moms weren't involved, a lot of kids won't be learning right now.
Real talk, man. Real talk.
Appreciate the moms.
Mamas
out
do a lot.
there. Yeah.
They make it look good too.
Yeah, it make it easy.
Yeah.
Make it look easy, but it's
They make
not
it look
easy
so
sometimes.
easy.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You make it look too easy, goddamn it. If y'all would just, show us how hard it is all the time.
They can't all be winners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Need to pout more.
You need to pout more.
He need to pout more of it. I'm saying that shit. I'm not even. But anyway,
Thanks,
the
Corey.
guys are like, no, man.
what are you
Goddamn, what the
doing?
fuck you talking about, dog?
Yeah.
Inspired or not, an unexamined life is not worth living.
Awesome.
I love it.
Me too. That's right on time.
Does it make you tingle, Mike?
Yes.
Yes. Tingle like a Pringle?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Makes you want to go out and build something.
Yeah, it is that kind of inspiration. Like, what am I doing with my life?
It is. It is, though, man. An unexamined life is not worth living. I mean, and I agree with that. I think there's some sort of moral obligation you got to fulfill to just at least look around and acknowledge what's happening. And if you can do something in a situation, no matter how big or small, get in there and make a difference.
And this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, for sure. No better time.
Examine yourself.
Today, we're going to get into the Bulls documentary in the first segment. Then we're going to come back with some Ahmad Arbery. And last, it's going to be some statistics I think you should know about. So,
I made a difference today.
did you
You
make
did?
it?
What'd you do, Mike?
You know what I did, man?
Right.
I was on my way to work, and, the traffic's increasing. And, man, I was on an off-ramp, which connected to one expressway to the other. Mm-hmm. And there was no one behind me for like a half mile. Then out of nowhere, some two young bucks in a fucking truck come zipping up, just like no reason, just me and them on the fucking road,
Jesus.
and right on my ass. So I did the brake check.
Yeah.
And
On motorcycles?
No. They were in a truck.
Oh, okay.
I want to delete that too.
Yeah.
And then
I was going to say, man.
they come-
you brake check
I brake checked them, and then one of them hunkered down. The passenger looked down beneath his sun visor to see who the fuck I was to brake check him. And the driver just threw his hands up like, "What the fuck, me?"
Right. Oh.
Right.
And then so I brake checked him again.
Yeah, man. I run this road.
And then I saw the passenger said something to him, the driver raised his hand like, "Sorry, bro."
Yeah.
It's like he didn't even realize it,
Right.
what he was doing. And then I was like, "Oh, okay." I wasn't mad anymore. But I made a difference today.
Yeah, you did. You taught a
Yeah, you didn't murder anybody.
I taught him.
taught a dipshit how to drive.
Did anybody hear about that worker got killed on 434?
Yeah,
Yes.
man, that's sad.
Pipe crew was in the median on 434, and I guess they were in the bottom of a ditch, and it caved in on them. So one was dead, and the other one made it. I don't know how, but to the extent of their injuries, I heard it's pretty bad. But but you're alive.
Yeah, bro.
You get to live to see another day, and your buddy didn't. So you got to be careful out there, everybody. Just a heads up. You know, we see it. People work quick. You want to get out of there. I get it. You want to get in and out. But
not only that, but you become complacent too in your work environment. I mean, guilty myself. You know, I mean,
guilty.
How many times I got in that? You got in that pipe trench.
All three of us.
Yeah,
because when you two said it, I was thinking it right behind you. I'm like, me too, man. Because when you don't want to be the bitch. That's the thing. Everybody's got a job to do, and everybody understands the scrutiny everybody's getting if you don't get it accomplished.
Right.
So, and if you don't do it, then your next crew down the street is getting their production, and then you feel like you're not achieving. So, then your boss is like, "Fucking okay, you're on the chopping block because you're not getting shit done." And I've seen it. Yeah. If you don't do it, they're gonna find somebody that will. They don't even want you in a lot of cases doing really good work because good work takes a lot of time.
Yeah, they just want you.
They want you to get in that motherfucker, do the bare minimum, C- shit, pass it, and go.
Go. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in a fucking fat, and I know that's terrible. But
you got to make safety a priority, man. You got to
Marcellus
Wallace that shit. I mean,
you have
this
to.
may sting a little, but that's pride fucking with you.
Right, right.
That's
you
true.
have
Fuck
to, man.
pride.
Because you're right, man. Because going home is the most important thing. You just think of that pride, and then you think about going home right after that, and you're like, I need to go home.
But that's why I like when I'm out a lot of times when the guy digging, I'm watching. Because
if
a guy don't know how to excavate, I'm not
that's
going
the
to
worst.
his hole.
Oh, they're right
worst.
next to that bucket, dude. Total trust on that.
I'm
Within
like,
inches, dude. In one little whoop, like you're dead. You're ripped.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, done.
I got keys to one of them bitches.
You got to one of the back of
I used to be an operator.
I
got keys to all them motherfuckers.
I can run it.
I run the fuck out.
I can run a backhoe.
Yeah.
I fucked around and did some real illegal shit with one of those one time, but I'm not gonna tell about it. So
please, no, don't hit.
Well, fuck it. I don't think I could get caught. I don't want to tease him, but I put a bucket on one of my buddy's house that a hoe was parked by. I didn't put it on, but I put the bucket over his roof, and I bailed.
So you just left it kind of touching the roof.
I fucking did. I couldn't help it, bro. I seen the construction on the road, and I knew he lived 2 houses down on one of the side streets. So the hoe was parked right fucking there, dude. And there I was, all margaritaed up or whatever the fuck I was. I was like, you know what?
That's crazy. I got a key.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. But anyway. All right, the Bulls documentaries. Anybody been following it, man? It's getting good.
It's getting juicy.
It's getting good now.
A little bit of that.
Are you starting to get enlightened a bit?
I am.
You had some revealing shit.
They're getting into Jordan's gambling, and he made a couple mistakes, and they were kind of going hard on him. I have mixed emotions about everything. I'm kind of on both sides about a lot of things, but nevertheless, I got some juicy shit. So let's get right into it. Michael Jordan's longtime agent David Falk has not been shy about sharing his opinions about The Last Dance since it's been airing on ESPN. On Thursday, we reported that Falk believes if Jordan were playing in today's game, he would average between 50 and 60 a game on 75% from the floor.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can see that.
You could see him doing that? So put the crack pipe down.
In his prime.
In his prime, yeah.
Put the crack pipe down.
Bro, man, you got to think Michael Jordan done all that on a mid-range jumper.
And I'm going to tell you right now why he wouldn't do that.
Okay.
All right. Mid-range jumper, yes. That's just part of it. I do believe he could develop, just like LeBron developed a three. I know he could do it too, because he didn't take that many threes. Back then, they didn't take that many threes. That's just the way it is.
He would have evolved to the game.
Yeah. He would have evolved with the three-point shot. Mm-hmm. But this is where people don't understand. The game is so much faster, and you could get more muscle, you could get less muscle, but you can only be so fast and athletic. So if you're a two-way player, which means you play offense and defense, you don't last long. Look how fast Kawhi Leonard broke down. Kawhi's been injured in and out of games, load management, ever since he started playing hard two-way. Paul George, same thing. Yeah. Any two-way player that plays both sides, Kobe fucking, I don't want to make that joke. Kobe literally went out like that too. Achilles and everything.
Yeah, because you make a good point there, because when you say two-way player, that's different. You're right.
It's and people are too big and they're carrying too much muscle. And when you're going like that, like LeBron James, that's why what he's doing is so amazing, because that motherfucker. But he takes off games too, though.
To be fair to Jordan, nutrition is so much different now for
Absolutely.
LeBron. So
knowledge, nutrition, weights, everything.
Yeah,
everything.
They're not doing as much cocaine as they used to.
Exactly. That's very
the
true.
alcoholism has come down.
That's
you know?
very true.
The HIV.
They're actually getting drug tested now and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
So I tell this motherfucker, put the crack pipe down because, like I said, as accelerated and as fast paced as the game is today, it's exactly that. It's a lot faster, meaning players wear down faster and they get fatigued easier. You could only be so big. You could only be so fast.
Because the triangle offense was a half-court offense.
You could be the most in-shape motherfucker in the world and you run the 440 and 4-1, 4-2, whatever. Guess what? You ain't getting a 4-0 or 3-9. Or if you do, it's rare.
It's not like you run the 3-9,
and it's not going to make you that much faster on the basketball court. So my point is, you could only be so fast. So Jordan in today's game would have to keep up with that pace. Therefore, it would fatigue him faster, and he would not be able to. I mean, come on.
It would take away from other aspects of his game.
Yeah, 50 or 60 a game on 75% shooting. Come on, dude. That's just ridiculous. 75% shooting, 3 or 4.
Kobe hit 60, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but that's not on a regular. He didn't average 60.
No, but they said,
he's saying he would average between 50 and 60 on 75%. Yeah, I know he would get that in a game a bunch of times.
He could get it when he wanted, but
no
not
question.
like on no regular.
No question.
Every day he's walking out there hitting you
no
for 60.
Question.
Nobody
yeah,
could
he's
do
saying that he would average that shit, dude. That's insanity, dude. That's insanity. So I'd also remind him that he's not up against Spud Webbs and Muggsy Bogues anymore.
So LeBron James and KD.
you got some killers out there, dude. And Larry Bird, God, I love him, and I think he can make a case for being the GOAT and the greatest of all time, Larry Legend. But he's not that intimidating on defense.
No, he wasn't.
So
that's all but that alone makes it hard like for you to make him the GOAT.
Yeah, it does.
That defense.
It does.
And that's what makes Michael seems better than that gives Michael a little bit edge over LeBron to me.
And I do, and I will give you that. But like I said, the game's faster today.
It's faster,
so let's say if LeBron played in that era.
It wouldn't even be fair.
Exactly.
Because you got to do.
So can you really give Jordan that edge if we've never seen LeBron in that era?
What about this? The game back in Jordan's era was more physical than it is today, don't you think?
Very.
So I mean, you're taking a different kind of a beating.
Yes,
minus the speed. But, so having added that, would that affect LeBron's game? If he went back?
I think it'll play into it.
No, he's bigger than Jordan, and he never had to gain muscle. See, LeBron had to gain a jump shot when he lost to Miami. Jordan had to gain a muscle. And learn how to overcome that physical abuse. LeBron, dude, people just say that because LeBron flops and stuff. So they're like, oh, he's weak. But, dude, everybody knows what LeBron really is.
Right.
He's a fucking machine. So, and again, look, I'm never mad at any Jordan people because, especially the knowledgeable ones that know. I'm mad at the Jordan people that make bogus ass points.
You love a good Jordan case.
LeBron's not even top 5. But shit like that. I'm just like, dude, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit.
But you welcome a good debate on that.
Always.
A great case.
Oh,
somebody you want the best case.
Poetic.
You want to be proven otherwise.
Absolutely. It's poetic sometimes, dude. It's poetic. It's beautiful when somebody presents a good case.
But then that's another difference that make Jordan give him that edge too. It was important for Jordan to be the number one offensive player and the number one defensive player.
Yes, until he learned how. Yeah. Well, that was important because he wanted to win so bad. That's the only thing he knew.
Bro, did you hear about him taking Horace Grant after the meal?
What did he do?
He would take Horace Grant like after the games. Yeah. They would get meals.
Yeah,
he would take Horace Grant game meal. Because he felt like he was soft. He played
That's fucking funny.
So Horace Grant on the plane, like in his plate, like Jordan walk up to him, give me that shit.
Funny, dude. Yo, he's a gangster. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's I forgot what I was gonna say before that. But
Horace Grant said that also. I'm sorry, kind of
off topic. No, that was a good story.
Kind of off topic, but still on topic. Horace Grant said that if he would have answered the phone for Shaq wouldn't have never left Orlando. And stayed in Orlando.
Oh wow,
that's what he said too. I was like, what?
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's just a little juiciness.
Falk added, I hope personally, and I'm sure it won't, that the documentary ends all talk about Jordan LeBron. He's in a different league. If you don't see that with your eyes, maybe the doctor's office can help you because you should have an eye test.
You got to have
All
a sit
right.
down with this dude, Corey.
Well, I'm about to tell him right now. All right. As far as the eye test, all right, I can see how it's easy to be focused primarily on Jordan when his cock is mushed so far in your face,
Oh my God!
disrupting your vision and all your peripheral.
Taking out the kneecaps.
You got to move the cock, David Falk. You got to move the cock completely out of your way. And sometimes, likely in your case, the balls are still going to be there. So then you got to move those two in order to get a look at the mediocre competition he was up against. All right. And I believe I had a Winn-Dixie bag boy tell me he guarded Michael Jordan one time. It was in 1989. And to his credit, he admitted Jordan hung 53 on his head. But hey, whatever. So, however, I just think this motherfucker's off his rocker.
I can see why you say that, but you still talk about Jordan.
50, 60, 75%. No, he's his agent, dude. He's gonna say that.
Oh,
He's
Jordan. Jordan's
yeah,
agent
this is
too,
his
yeah.
agent, dude. He's gonna be blowing him, dude. So he's a cock musher.
56. That's a lot of points.
Get the
Bro,
mush-
that's a lot of points.
Get the mushroom off your forehead, David Falk. However, that wasn't the only bold opinion Falk shared this week regarding Jordan, the Bulls, and the NBA. Far from it, in fact. Falk also shared thoughts on Scottie Pippen and Isaiah Thomas, and neither of them were good. Regarding Pippen, Falk held nothing back, saying Pippen has a certain level of jealousy towards Michael. He has said recently many times he thinks LeBron is a better player. Now, if you're Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan made your career, completely made your career, even if you think that, keep it to yourself. Holy shit. Is this guy going crazy yet or
Now
what?
he can eat a bag of dicks.
That's what I say, Mike. That's crazy talk right there, dude. You can't do somebody like that. I wonder if Mike was like, dude, why'd you say that? Why would you say some shit like
I hope
that?
he did.
Check his ass, bro.
Yeah.
Check his ass, dude. I don't even give a fuck.
You're fired.
Yeah, real talk, dude. Made your career, completely made your career. So I was reading the book 11 Rings, right? So just off that, I was going back because I just finished it recently. So this was out of the book 11 Rings. Scottie was a quick learner and devoted. This was Phil Jackson talking about it because this is his book. Scottie was a quick learner and devoted time to absorbing the triangle and how it worked. He had been a point guard in college before becoming a small forward, and he had an innate sense of how the pieces fit together on the floor. Scottie had long arms and excellent court vision, which made him the perfect person to spearhead our defensive attack. What impressed me most about Scottie, however, was his development over time as a leader, not by mimicking Jordan, but by teaching his teammates how to play within the system and always offering compassionate ear when they ran into trouble. This was critical because Michael Jordan wasn't very accessible, and many of the players were intimidated by his presence. Scottie was somebody they could talk to, someone who could keep an eye out for them on the court.
Jordan out there, shut up.
Jordan out there punching bitches, dude. Of course they're intimidated. They just punched Will Purdue, coach. What's going on out here? Hey, it's a tribal leadership.
Did he hit him with the tribal leadership?
Yeah, you never know. And as bad as that was, Falk
bro.
wasn't through lobbing bombs Pip's way. Scottie's problem, as the documentary points out in so many different places after the episodes you've seen, is that he wasn't a great competitor, says Falk. There was times for silly reasons, the migraine. You would think Michael Jordan would do that unless he had his leg amputated. Scottie didn't play part of that game because he had a headache. Dude, this guy can eat a bag of dicks.
He really can.
I mean,
Because Scottie was
Guys
a
never had a
bad
migraine.
dude.
that's what I was thinking too, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I just had, by the way, I had a fucking migraine I think it was a migraine. It was the back corner of my fucking head for the first time ever for a whole day. It was like a month ago, man, but I was miserable. It was just stuck there. And I could, and it's usually like quick. That shit was brutal. And I've never had one of those my whole life.
I'm sorry you went through that, bro. I've never had a migraine. Knock on wood.
Some are there's different levels of severity with migraines. I know some people that go fucking blind.
Yeah,
while they have them. They lose
That's
their sight.
crazy.
I've got them so bad that they prescribe me stuff that you take this pill and the only cure is to knock you out.
Huh?
It knocks you out. This pill puts you down. You
Mama
better be
said
close to
knock
bed.
you.
Because you're going.
You're going down. And that's the only way to deal with the migraine at my level is to be knocked out.
Oh, man.
And then when you wake up, it's gone.
Damn.
Bro.
Like you go night-night.
And how long you normally sleep in that?
You just go to bed.
Oh, okay.
That just shows you the levels.
You better, I mean, if it's the middle of the day, you're going to bed. You're 8 hours, you're going to sleep.
You out.
Yeah. It's like you're getting a full night's rest right now. Not 20 minutes, Brad. Hey, the first one I took, it was like, sorry. I'm sorry, we got off topic.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Migraines.
But
No, migraines is
But
good.
fuck that guy. He's never
crazy.
had a migraine.
Yeah, crazy. It's why Percy
Try to
Harvin shut
fucking-
down so many
Yeah,
times.
that's true.
But this was in '92 when the Dream Team just got back from Barcelona. This is in Phil's book, 11
Dream
Rings.
Team, baby.
Michael returned from the games raving about Scotty's performance. Before the summer, Michael had regarded Scotty as the most talented member of the supporting cast, but after watching him outplay Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Clyde Drexler, and other future Hall of Famers in the Barcelona Dream Team Olympics, Michael realized that Scotty was the best all-around player on what many considered to be the best basketball team ever assembled. Scotty and Michael had to admit, even outshone him on several of those games.
yeah.
So
Scottie Pippen was.
he was
bad dude,
so to
bro.
David Falk, dude, you're not just shitting on the wrong person. You are potentially shitting on the second best player in the league.
Right.
That would just so happen to be on the first best player in the league's team.
'Cause you gotta
It's like,
think
dude,
about-
what the fuck are you saying?
Like even when Jordan was playing, Jordan would get hot to like the third or fourth quarter. It'd be Scotty and the rest of the team kind of just like battling it out, and then Jordan will wake up, and then it's like he'll get 4 in a row. Then he'll
Oh
get
man, the book was
6
so
in
deep.
a row.
Oh, the book was so deep, dude.
Yeah.
Because Phil Jackson, okay, back to when he was doing all this Defensive Player of the Year and MVP and all that, right?
Yeah.
So Phil Jackson, right, takes him to the side because he takes over the team in '87 or whatever, and him and Pippen joined the same year and brought on Horace right after that. So he pulls Jordan to the side, or he goes to Doug Collins and he goes, "Hey man, I think you need to tell Jordan to play within the system and try to do the triangle because they were trying to impose implement the triangle offense." But Jordan called it the equal opportunity offense, and he didn't like it because he was averaging like 37 a game. The dude could put up points all day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Jordan was like, "Not having it, man." He's like, "Dude, how are we gonna win if I'm passing? I'm not even doing. We're getting beat right now, and I'm putting up like 60.
Right.
You know what I mean? This
How we
shit.
gonna win in this
How are we gonna win like this?" So
Right.
so Phil's like, "Dude, you know." So Phil tells Doug Collins, "Hey man, you got to tell him this," and he goes, "You go tell him that."
Right.
And he insisted on it. He goes, no. He goes, well, Phil's like, "Well, I think I got it written in some notes," but he was like, no, dude, I don't want to. I think that'd be bad because this is my first day, you know what I mean? Or my first week or whatever it was, and I don't want to. I don't want to
trouble the water with. Yeah.
piss him off too early.
Yeah.
So he goes, "No, dude, go ahead and you do it." And he insisted. So he went down and he said, "Hey, you know," and he told him, you know, it was a little like a one-liner about something to play within each other or something, because Phil was all about little poems and you know,
Yeah,
zen
soliloquies.
Yeah, exactly. And Michael just was like, "All right," and he got up and left.
Did he pass? Nope.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, that.
But
didn't-
the triangle,
that didn't work out too well.
going back to the 50, 60 points, you can't even run a triangle offense right now in the NBA the way they play.
Yeah, very good point, because they would disguise the zones and stuff like that back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, very good point.
Because it's too up pace. It's like nobody
I don't
runs
know
on
though.
half
Kobe
set.
did it. Kobe did it in LA.
But that was like
It's even faster now. That was
think
before
about
the Steph
that.
Curry
That's
effect.
for Steph Curry.
The Steph Curry effect is
He
what
changed
sped the game
everything.
up. That's what made the game so fast.
I mean, but the Houston coach, gosh,
Whoa.
you know what I'm talking about. But anyways,
Yeah.
we'll get
D'Antoni.
Mike D'Antoni really changed the game, but we'll talk about that another.
Yeah,
later
dude.
day.
In Phoenix, he certainly did.
So
The Bulls were so good, and competition was so mediocre / bad. This is a direct quote from Phil in this book. Our biggest enemy during the 92-93 season was boredom.
Dang.
I mean that doesn't mean that they weren't amazing and one of the best teams ever. That's just a combination of both.
Yeah, you so
got
good that
a product that was so fucking amazing and just a league that was not up to.
Because when they went on that run, bro, you just knew they wasn't gonna lose. It was like nothing nobody had in it. It was no question. It was no answer. It was really no answer.
Hell no. For any of the 90s, they just owned the 90s.
They just owned the 90s.
They
I
owned
mean,
the
you
90s.
got the best rebound in the league. You got the best offensive and defensive player in the league. And then you got the best all-around player in the league, all-around player in the league.
Right. Yeah, man, it was definitely a bad thing to shit on Pippen. I mean, I got and the funny thing about it is the first thing Jordan said during his Hall of Fame speech was fucking Pippen, dude.
Right.
It was fucking Scottie Pippen.
I told all my friends I was going to come up here and say thank you and walk off. I can't. There's no way. I got so many people I can thank. In all the videos, you never just saw me. You saw Scottie Pippen. Every championship I won.
And as for Isaiah Thomas, it's easily understandable that Falk wouldn't be a big fan because, I've never, it says like, here's a quote, I've never had a good relationship with Isaiah because he's really screwed up so many relationships and people that I'm close to, including Michael. He froze him out of the All-Star game in '85. He traded Adrian Dantley, who's my older daughter's godfather, when he was on the Pistons to play with his boy, Mark Aguirre. And it's one thing to do it, it's his prerogative as a great player. He said, I went up to him at the All-Star game one year in Chicago in '88, and he comes up to me on the hallway of the hotel, and he's really soft voice, and he sounds like a choir boy. He says, David, I just want you to know I had nothing to do with AD getting traded. I said, really? Well, let me tell you something, Zeke. If I believed that, I would be the only human being on earth to believe that. And he tells you in this super sincere way it's only a classic con man could do, and he expects that you're going to believe it. Man, Isaiah gets a raw deal.
Because he is that con man.
Oh, man. Do you think it? See, okay, I'm going to come to Isaiah's rescue here. I'm going to come to Isaiah's rescue here. First of all, that was the day back then, and he said some bad stuff, okay, and other people did too. You know what I mean?
No,
he got the rap because Rodman said that first, and he just repeated it. He said if Larry Bird was a black dude, he'd just be another player.
But I'm not even talking about
that was bad.
That was bold.
That was when I was like, ooh.
But I'm not even talking about that. It's like Isaiah Thomas, even though he talked like a choir bro, boy, Isaiah Thomas grew up like in the hood back in the day when the hood was the hood.
He's a gangster, bro.
So that was just a facade, him coming in. Hi, I'm Isaiah Thomas.
I like his facade though. It's soft,
but
sweet.
He a killer.
Yeah, that's kind of like a good style to have.
Yeah,
have nice pearly white teeth, get a lot of pussy, and then kill you in the court, dude. I like that style.
He was a bad dude on the court.
Keep it sexy off the court and fucking murder people on it, dude. He played with a broken ankle
and killed them.
No, he actually lost at the end of that game,
but
he killed him.
He
had 16 in the fourth quarter, I think, or something like that, dude. It was fucking unbelievable. I'm like,
he
dude,
was so quick. Yeah.
Isaiah fucking Thomas.
Boy.
And first off, he's only pissed at Isaiah because Isaiah's beating up on Jordan more than Jordan's got the best of Isaiah too.
Yeah, because he only got him one time.
He's got a winning record against Jordan too. And Isaiah says that shit too. He's
that would drive Jordan crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would drive Jordan crazy.
So he probably has to hear about it every time he gets his penis scrubbed.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Oh shit, we'll be back after this. Welcome back, Lion Podcast. We got serious situation.
Good news.
Breaking news, and it damn sure is good news. Ahmad Arbery's
Assaulters,
the guilty party that was the Michaels,
the mini lynch mob that ran
Travis and Greg
Yeah,
just got
minutes,
arrested.
Yeah.
So on aggravated assault and murder, right?
Murder.
We got Omar.
So-
Omar breaking in with the breaking news.
got
Let's see.
everybody.
Look at him,
Hey, look
man.
at Omar.
A man on the street.
Look at Omar, man on
I
the
was
street.
doing the long distance
Yeah.
fucking breaking news. My
Nice,
dog,
Omar.
bro. We see you, O. We see you,
Man
O.
on the street.
Yo, everybody wants justice for this dude, man.
Yeah,
It's a
man,
beautiful
this is a
thing.
It feel
beautiful
good that
thing,
they
man.
even locked them up, bro.
Yeah,
Because
man.
at first it was feeling like they weren't gonna lock
Yeah, I
them
had this
up.
whole
I was
story to do
nervous.
here, and then the breaking news just came, and I'm like, well, shit. I guess this is a part of the hustle.
National federal pressure came down.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I watched, I tuned into another cat on the podcast, and he had the president of the NAACP chapter of Georgia, and they were bringing down some
heat.
fire, some heat. Yeah. They were calling in the feds.
I don't know how you couldn't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
hard,
I mean,
wait.
Jesus Christ. It
Yeah.
was so bad. So I guess we're just gonna go through with the segment anyway. But that's great news, and I'm just so happy.
I'm just glad they had.
He's gonna get
optics,
his fair
bro.
shot.
I am so glad.
Well,
Yeah, because
he's
we
gonna
were-
get a shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be fair.
Well, you've been pessimistic from the start,
Yeah.
saying like they're just going to get out, they're going to walk, nothing's going to happen. But now,
this
Oh
actually
no!
feels good.
I knew it was gonna go to trial.
Yeah.
I knew. Yeah, I did. I meant they're gonna walk from trial, man, because I had to look at the. Well, we'll get into it.
The
in a
only
second.
reason why, because they're giving them 2 charges, and I think they're gonna take one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think this story, was about several interpretations. There was a bunch of people from a well-known racist community assassinating the character of a young man that's not here to defend himself.
Right.
Right?
yep.
Justifying murder. Fucking murder. You destroy a human life who poses no threat to you.
Right.
You justify evil because of a law that exists. That's it.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, Georgia's citizens arrest law.
That's bullshit.
Devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business.
But because of a law that you gave yourself permission to go take somebody's son away.
Yeah. Just because you
Just because you have that law that you can,
and you feel
whether you were
justified.
aware of it or not. I don't
And
know.
that's the scary part about it. Like, how you feel that justified where you can just random guy running in the neighborhood and be like, I just want to take his life.
Do you
today.
know what that law enforcement community tried to do before I heard this, I told you earlier, they tried to say we're going to dismiss all those, all the charges against the 2 shooters,
Yeah.
and then bring charges to people harassing the shooters and
Yeah.
making threats
Yeah.
against them.
What?
Yeah, that's a real
That's
a real
real
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
So they were gonna.
Before they've been charged, before we found out they were
that
charged.
was when they were still on their throne. Fucking-
Whoa.
I mean, dude, you got to think this happened in February
is-
23rd. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that-
it's over 2 months ago.
And it just kind of like hit me. It's like these people are so inside their bubble.
Yeah.
They don't know that they've done wrong. What did we do wrong? What did we do nothing? We, killed a criminal. We shot a criminal.
Man, shit, he was a criminal. He deserved it. Don't you think? Like, no, man.
yeah,
They,
No, nobody
they
don't
can't
think
see
that.
it.
Yeah, it's
you-
that
you-
they blind to it.
you killed somebody's son just because of fucking law. Congratulations.
Well, speaking of the law, yeah, like I said, the stand your ground law should have been protecting Ahmad.
Not them. Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
It should be. Yeah, you're right on that.
Well,
Mike.
that would be a
100%.
system that works for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be something nice.
2 armed men in a truck vehicle, run me
Right.
down while I'm on jog running. with weapons and confront me.
Dude, but what took
multiple times?
Well, what took it this long though? Like all things aside, you got a dude that was trespassing. Okay,
Right.
you got a dude that was trespassing. Shoplifting and violation of probation was his 2 things on his record, which is nothing. I pissed that, and I used to average that a fucking week back in the day. And 5 years ago, he brought a gun to a high school basketball game and got caught with it. So, but here's the problem. There is nothing to indicate he was robbing the place.
No.
Much less a threat to somebody's life. So how can you make a citizen's arrest when the only thing the fucker was doing was jogging?
That's not citizen arrest. That's racism.
That's fucking insane-ism.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Basic, yeah.
Which, by the way, it's interpreted that you cannot burglarize a dwelling that has no doors under legal definition.
I believe
It
that.
has no doors, so you cannot even burglarize. So there was literally nothing he was doing, especially if he was just crossing through. I don't know what kind of fucking special treatment we think we get, but this is the times where I'm just like, yo, and fuck white people. I'm like, but bro, some of these motherfuckers are off. They make my people. Yeah, they don't represent us right, man. Yeah. They make us look fucking weak. And it's like, that's a weak shit, dude. You're gonna go team up on a motherfucker
for no fucking reason.
But so riddle me this: we got 500 million fucking cops in this nation, right? And it's been reported that cops were there in seconds. Okay. In seconds. So I imagine that's 2 minutes or less.
Oh, right.
Is that how that goes if you say seconds?
Yeah.
And everybody's
under
got
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Realistically.
True that. And everybody's got as many guns as they want and the right to protect themselves. So why the fuck do we have stupid ass laws to allow people to act in such a way that it would even be considered whether they were within their rights or not? And
that's so true, bro.
What kind of fucking world are we living in?
Because they have to give people room to, if they do happen to disarm their firearm.
That it would take this fucking long to go, that just tells me they're getting off.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds fucking like I'm quitting or something like that, but I'm not quitting. Trust me, we're gonna be on this.
What if that had been?
We're gonna be on this.
If that had been a white dude running down Crenshaw Boulevard and 2 black men ran his ass down and shot him.
Frontline CNN, Frontline CNN, everything.
It would right now. We would be on. We would be in martial law. The world on shutdown. Not just America. The world.
Crazy shit would go down, dude.
Think about it. If it was me and my son,
those damn blackies again,
just running down some innocent white kid, a white kid that looked like him. That if you say optic wise, a white kid that looked like him, small.
Yeah, that's all you said. He looked like somebody was looking for.
Yeah.
We had to fucking chop his head off. Sorry.
Yeah. And what do you say to that? I mean, you think people would be like, well, maybe he deserved it because he was a criminal,
or he has a record,
Yeah,
Don't lock them up.
Don't lock them up. They ain't do nothing wrong.
That guy committed a crime somewhere in his life.
Yeah. So he deserved to die, right?
Yeah, we can just decide that, on our own.
Yeah, we judging.
We don't need
just
justice
judging
system.
bro. This shit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm glad shout out to whoever came up and gave him charges.
Well, I'm glad because this story was getting no attention, man, and I was worried for a little bit. I mean, I knew eventually it would, but damn,
I think that these two are going to need a white Johnny Cochran, and that don't exist, so I don't think they're going to get off.
If it must have,
so you're, dude. I hope you're right, man.
America is watching.
Well, let's get into this.
Honestly, dude, a judge in New York would see that video within a second would be like, go arrest them right now.
Right now. Yeah, bring them to me.
Well, not even New York. Anywhere else other than Georgia.
Georgia. Brunswick, Georgia. Yeah.
So, before that, the interesting news was going to be that we knew who the anonymous was now.
Right.
So, you think that that's what catapulted this into making her arrest?
Yeah.
That they figured this out and they said, damn, this is a fucking lynching.
The anonymous
let me
videographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me read you this.
And maybe they pressured the guy that got the video.
I know he admitted. Listen here.
Talk to me.
So Sean King's Instagram reads, an accessory to murder. This is not a man who filmed the murder of Ahmad Arbery. Hold on, I can't read this. There we go. Not only that, he was involved from the beginning. As you will see on my page, he told police that he chased Ahmad. He lives just 1 block away from Travis and Gregory McMichael. We've caught Roddy in a lie, though. He told police he jumped into the back of the pickup truck to chase Ahmad down, but he admitted to police he filmed the murder. The man that filmed the murder was in his own car, also cocking his own gun. Roddy clearly lied.
He was cocking his gun too.
Bro, it was that's what this is saying. So
What the? So this dude is.
what we now know is that Roddy and and the McMichaels chased down Ahmad before the video began and boxed him in with 1 truck behind him. While the McMichaels then, this makes more sense. While the McMichaels then sped ahead of Ahmad, parked their truck in the road and got out with their guns. Do you understand it better now? If Ahmad turned around, he would be shot by Roddy. They had Ahmad trapped. And notice, they weren't saying anything about a citizen's arrest. They didn't say that for weeks. They don't say that in the video. This was an armed lynch mob. I apologize if I came across as a vigilante, but we had not started to demand justice, name names, and show photos, and more. Police and prosecutors fully planned on letting this murder of Ahmad Arbery ride. They all know and support each other.
Wow. So the dude. So you ever went hog hunting, Mike?
Yes.
You know how if you hunt with some guys and you got a guy ahead, got a guy behind you, and you always kind of like flanking the hog. You flush him out, and the guy. So
drive him.
If he come behind, once he get tired, he gonna make a move, and when he make that move, he come back to you, back out.
Yep.
He go to you, and we far enough apart where if I shoot, I don't shoot you, and you don't shoot me.
As soon as I saw that, you're absolutely right.
Hunting.
It was a hunt.
It was a hog hunt, but it was a person involved.
That was exactly the feeling I got. And when I saw it, I was like, "Holy shit, man! This is
When you said the dude was cocking his gun
that was
in the car,
the very first thing I said. I need to know who shot the video.
That is so scary.
Oh man, I've seen some gruesome shit in real life, but when I saw that video, dude, it turned my stomach.
Yeah,
it made me sick.
It did for me too.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, and you think you're desensitized to shit like that by now, but not that, dude. Not that. That was so cold that I don't know how they could live with themselves thinking like, holy shit, I really just murdered a motherfucker.
How do you go home and eat dinner after this shit?
Or how do you go to sleep at night? Or how do you not feel like karma is just gonna kick your ass at every fucking man, I don't know. But and the way his body language said that he was proud of what he did.
He was.
And he ran right to his dad. He was just like, see? He looked right at his dad.
But his dad was riding on the back of the truck like it was an old school lynching, though.
Well, Mike said something right, too, man. 2 shots only go in a shotgun. And there was 3 shots.
3 shots.
So
you can tell it sounded different.
It did. It sounded like
whatever it was.
The first 2 sounded like shotgun. And the second was pop.
Whatever it was, I'm optimistic now that they arrested him because, in all honesty, this is why because I think they got new information now that we don't know about. It's got to be that because they just got this Roddy guy now. And there's a 3rd shot because I never even considered that shit. That's very smart observation, Mike.
Got ballistics in here.
But now.
National heat's coming down.
But before that, the reason why I thought that he would get off the McMichaels is because when he's running down the road, when the camera picks up on him, he looks. You could clearly see that the Travis with the shotgun is on the left side of the truck.
Right.
So he goes right.
That's why the video panned that way because
the video panned out. The video panned off the complete subject, and this is why. And this is why.
Right.
Because I'm not the smartest man in the world, and I don't know lawyer shit.
Call it. What happened?
But to get off the hook, if you don't see how it started, you can't prosecute nobody. You ain't gonna get a jury to say.
It's always a unreasonable doubt.
You're damn right. So pan away, but I'm gonna get the kill. Because I want to see this, just like fucking a trophy hunt or some bullshit like that, bro. This is some sick fucking shit.
They was hunting that dude like an animal.
They hunted him like a fucking animal. And I hope to God that they got good evidence on these motherfuckers, dude, and they just bury him under the jail on everything.
Oh, I hope they go to a fucking level 12 fucking prison yard, you know, and they're known.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
get
get
some
they'll
love.
Get, what's up, bro?
You ever had your shit pushed in?
Hey, kid.
That redneck piece of shit will have his own son sucking his dick. Fuck that motherfucker.
Hey, kiss your daddy.
Suck your daddy. Come on now. Get in there nice and deep like.
You ain't gonna like my turn, boy. Like, whoa, man, this shit here. But yeah, it's
but that's what I said, man. The very first thing I said was I need to know who filmed it.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was
You
a setup.
called that shit.
I felt like it was a setup from the beginning.
You know why I didn't think about who filmed it? Because it was so much shock in the video that you watch, you seeing this dude running. It's almost like a movie.
It looked coordinated.
It looked coordinated.
It looked planned.
It's
It
so
looked
bad.
very planned.
It was planned, man.
It was a hunt.
I mean, dude, I didn't even have to know really what happened later. All I had to have the facts was he jogged by a yard. He yelled to his son, "Get the guns, let's go!" And they chased him down. And there's a kid dead. After that, you don't need to know much. There's two people. This is why it's so weak. This is why it's pussy.
But think about it from this angle. If that dude lives 2 blocks away from them, what if he?
Me and my sister figured it out. There's a
his
4
house
minute.
first.
There's a 4 minute window. We listened to the police calls today. They happened at 108 and 112. There's a 4 minute window. We think that Ahmad was so tired because he looks like he's tired by the time he gets to that
you
truck.
can see he's gassed.
He was running full speed for 4 minutes. They were chasing the fuck out of him. We did not get the full fucking story on that.
No, I'm
dude.
saying, but for them to even start hunting him, he ran by the first guy's house. The first guy then calls those 2 guys.
Yeah.
Say, I think this guy hit.
Yeah. They were in cahoots for
Yeah.
sure. He was only 2 blocks away or 1
And
block
he had
away.
time to load up and get in the car.
Yeah. And cock his gun. Like, bro, what are
And,
y'all
and
doing?
what really happened, in my opinion, is Ahmad was on his daily jog or on his weekly jog or however many
And
fucking
they
times
had
a week
been-
he jog
yeah.
or one of his jogs. And
they
they
had been
couldn't wait
watching
to
him.
find this motherfucker or anybody that looked like the person that they thought was burglarizing or doing some dumb shit.
And who knows if anybody was even burglarizing? Because most of the time in those situations, if somebody was, it was probably somebody white. Because most people burglarize from people. Like, black people burglarize black people, white people burglarize white people.
And whatever happened to the
Some
day
white
where
kids.
Yeah, it's just like, you know.
That was me, going in fucking, new houses under
And
construction.
vandalizing.
knocking shit over.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
happened
man.
to the day, or so much for the day where possessions are possessions, and
Yeah, we get
fucking,
over and
thank
buy
goodness
some
no
random
one was
shit.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
It don't happen like that no more. People pride their possessions more than they pride you. It seems.
I knew something was suspicious with that 30-second.
I guarantee
That was a
I
good
guarantee
call.
one of them said, "We're gonna get that motherfucker today.
Yeah. If he wasn't by here one more time, I'm gonna kill him.
We're ready."
I tried to
It
see it.
seemed too coordinated.
I tried
Had to
to
be
s-
ready, waiting.
I try to see it from a human standpoint and a lawyer standpoint. What are they going to do when it goes to court? How do you see it, Clemmy?
I think when they go to court,
I mean, with the evidence that
what's
we
the
got.
defense's argument going to be?
Yeah.
How are they going to defend that?
Well, that's pretty easy because Ahmad's the defense, and you're just going to basically say, dude, he was fucking jogging. There's no rights to fucking kill somebody under those
no, I mean,
or hold them
the
hostage.
defense.
Yeah.
How are they
prosecution?
You're talking about the prosecution, but I'm saying, well, how are they going to defend themselves against that?
Well, Ahmad's the defense because he's dead, right?
No, he's
he's
the
saying how-
prosecutor.
Oh, he's the
Ahmad's
prosecutor.
prosecuting.
Oh yeah, the
yeah,
prosecutor in the
prosecuting.
state. Yeah, I got it backwards. My bad.
man.
Man, I don't do this lawyer shit, man.
So
So I don't. I think that's going to be the easy part to defend Ahmad and just say, dude,
No, you're not defending Ahmad. Ahmad
Yeah.
is the prosecuting.
Yeah.
How do you what are
'Cause
these
they are the
two
defendants.
assholes going to use in their defense? What are they going to? What kind
They
of
have to
bullshit are
find
they going to
defense
drum
against
up?
Oh,
prosecution.
well, then I got to start thinking real evil.
Yeah, that's why I asked
They're
the
going to say
question.
that he was attacked. They're going to say, well, we were just going to ask him some questions. And then when he runs over across the right side of the truck, he just lunged at me. So that's when he got shot. Unless they could prove that there was a third shot from that other gun that hit him.
but it
Not
fired.
even, dude. They instigated that whole situation.
'Cause I heard he got
when
shot
when
3
they
times.
sped after him.
I heard that there's a story out that he got shot
Well,
3 times.
we heard the 3
We
shots.
heard the 3 shots, but we
Yeah.
didn't know all 3 of them hit him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, he was fighting through some shit, bro. Two
But, I mean,
shotguns from close range and a
if
fucking
you-
357
No,
Magnum.
yeah.
Dude, you just survived some shit for as long.
double barrel.
He rode a bull for longer than 8
Yeah.
seconds. I mean, that motherfucker was up.
And he was trying to run. You
He
could
was,
see
dude.
he was trying to run.
He
away.
was, dude. He
It
was
almost looked as if he said, like, why? As he,
Yeah.
When he went down, like, why? What the f-? You know,
Yeah,
like,
what did I
fuck,
do?
fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. Jesus Christ.
It did look like that, Mike. Wow. I'm just glad they had optics on this, bro, because there's so many times this kind of stuff happens, and it's just like he said, she said, dead man tells no story type situation.
20 years ago,
Yeah. Oh,
nothing.
yeah. Nothing. It would have been
done and over with.
XD8,
Nobody would know.
all that kind of stuff. It would have been nothing to talk about.
There's too many irresponsible people to have laws like that.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
too many guns and too many irresponsible
I think that they're
You can
twisting
have-
the law on that. That can't be the law.
Yeah, but
up
I'm
there.
saying though that a law's got to go because that's a big culprit in this problem.
It's got to be
right here.
modified.
It's got to be removed.
The
dude.
citizen's arrest
Yeah.
law should read: you can't make a citizen's arrest if you're armed.
Why do we have?
If you enter in call citizen's arrest and you're armed,
Yeah, but that's just gonna mean somebody's gonna arrest somebody with a gun. They're gonna get shot. Look, you don't want that confrontation. There's a reason
Right,
why
you
we
don't
have
do it.
5.
That's- exactly.
There's a
It's a
reason why we
learning
have a
process.
million
Yeah,
cops and give people guns to protect themselves. Don't fuck with people.
Leave them fuck
Just
alone.
leave the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Mind your goddamn business and go about your fucking
now,
day.
hey, if you come onto my property and through a window, and
That's
I don't
different.
know,
Yeah, that's a
you know,
different.
you're
That's a
getting shot.
different story. You deserve that hot lead.
I don't care what you're there for.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later, soldier.
We'll talk about it in the next life.
Hey, bro. Why was you coming through my window?
Well, this is the other thing. This is the other thing, man.
Say,
You just can't give people guns like that because or laws like that because people already want to shoot shit when you have a gun.
Yeah.
You already have that like that.
But it's not. You
Especially
know what?
when you're hateful.
You will be in that situation if you have a gun and you're hateful. It brings that
brings that hate
bad
out you.
energy to you in your life. It will put you in that situation for sure.
that
Because you
shit's whack.
think about it so much. If
You won't
I'm
even
a-
realize you're going to steer right into that
Yeah.
situation eventually, and they did.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's a lot of hate to be preaching where somebody just want to just shoot somebody like that. But
Right.
so sad.
We'll be back one more again.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
Welcome back, Lion Podcast.
Money.
So, welcome back, Lion Motherfucking Podcast.
I feel kind of good right now. Didn't that lift everybody's spirits? Because everybody was kind of gloom around here.
Yeah,
Well,
because we were like, man, is somebody going to
It's
do
that
something about this?
It was that second segment, man.
Yeah.
That's-
The news.
It's hard to talk about shit like
breaking
that.
news, man.
That was some good shit.
That's some really good. Yeah,
That brought
thank
everybody's
God.
spirits up,
Thank
man.
God. Tap Tebow's head for that.
Yeah, thank you, Tebow.
Thank you, Tebow.
They was going to set it on fire. Burn it down.
Hey, shout out to thanks Obama.
What's that fucking WWE wrestler? Burn it down.
Burn it down. So we have some facts.
Okay, it's
All right, and it has nothing to do with the coronavirus. Has nothing to do with any of that. But it's some things that I put together that helps you shed light on hopefully what I'm saying in an indirect manner. What I'm going to tell you right now is the population of the world at the nation of America starting at 1800, and I'm going to go 50 years from all the way to today. So 1800, so I'm not dated back that far.
You're just talking about America, right?
Yep, just America.
America.
1800, our population in America was 5,308,483.
Okay.
50 years, 1850, we're at 23,191,876.
Let's just round it off, dude. I'm having a hard time keeping up.
1900,
Just say 24.
1900.
5 mil to 23 mil in 50 years,
well,
right?
hold on,
no,
man.
I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to follow, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
The first forget all the change. Just round it up so I can
The
keep
first
track.
jump was
Give me my money.
The first jump was 18 million. The second jump was like 60 million.
Okay.
All right. So 1900, we got 76,212,168. 1950, we got 152 million. So that's a 70 million increase. And then all the way till today, 2020, 331 million is what was on here. But I was told we were at like 336 million. But that might be 331
We went from
recently.
5 to 300.
5 million people in 220 years. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Bro.
Wait. In 220 years, how many more? What was the growth?
We were at 5 million in 1800, and we're at 331 million people now.
Okay, so 221 million in
220 years.
Okay,
So the population is growing by over 1.7 million people per year. That's over 200 per hour. Okay? According to the Global Footprint Network data, the U.S. can sustain a population of only about 150 million at current consumption levels. So we're already double that and counting.
So that means is that many people hungry?
That means, yeah, a lot of that, dude. That means we're behind. So the U.S. population is using renewable resources twice as fast as they can be regenerated.
Right. Dang.
That's crazy. So here's another one. If everyone on the planet lived like an average American, it would take over 4 planet Earths to produce renewable resources and absorb the waste needed to support us. That is fucking crazy. Each additional American requires about 1 acre of built land and highways, which means less land is available to grow food. Although the average American consumes roughly the same amount of energy as 30 years ago, the U.S. population has increased 30%. This has led to total U.S. energy consumption rising 25%. That's fucking crazy. This is a big one right here. At the current population growth rate, the U.S. population will double in the next 150 years. That will mean more greenhouse gas emissions and other pollution of land, water, and air, less open land, more overcrowding, and more species loss and habitat destruction. Overpopulation has diluted American representative democracy. In 1790, each member of the House and Representatives represented about 34,000 people. Today, each member represents 735,000. Holy shit. The average American is responsible for over 3 times greenhouse gas emissions of the global average. This, folks, is why I say it's feasible and plausible to think that you can't just keep squeezing us in like sardines. We have rights. We're not China, so they can't tell us to stop having babies or anything like that. It's real. We're populated as shit. There's people that are taking 2 hours to park their fucking car in New York, so they're all moving here. And there's people down here that are old and want to be warm. Right. So then it's overcrowded here. So then, and now it's going to be, where we're going to fill up all these spots. And then what?
So you saying that's why
they have to take action.
Yeah. So
what do you do? What do you do? I mean, what do we do to fix that?
So you saying
otherwise?
I would be willing,
culling the herd, so to speak.
I would be willing to give up some rights in order to curb the population growth. That's a better alternative. Let's slow down. Let's decrease the production of life,
right?
The creation of life. Quit having less babies. I mean, actually have to apply to have a baby.
That would, yeah, you have to be at a certain.
So wait a minute.
Now-
Mike.
no,
I love Mike.
well,
I love
let me
Mike,
tell you why.
because he yelled at me for saying this in an earlier podcast.
Now
He
I-
blasted me. He did.
But it makes
Well,
sense now that he
It
got
does. It
that.
does. I respect him. No, I love people that change their mind on
Well-
shit, because that means you're growing and absorbing what's information. Look, the world's changing around you at all fucking times.
Yeah.
It's up to you to acknowledge that and to be okay with saying, okay, we got to make some moves here.
Right.
And that's all he's doing right now.
And this conspiracy theory also is what made me change my mind about it, because if it is a method of population control, it's a lot more awful.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna kill motherfuckers by creating a virus, and you're gonna extinguish life prematurely of people that are already walking the planet, vice the alternative, why not just to stop having babies for a while?
Or
Yeah.
If everybody did their part, and there's plenty of Corys out there that don't want to have kids.
yeah, all the chorus. No, and that's true. It's not, and there's nothing wrong
Hey,
with that.
give him a free vasectomy.
Yeah.
That way he no accidents, nothing. He's good.
Yeah.
They
No
take
babies
care
for
of me
this guy.
too. I'd be special. They'd be like, motherfucker, I want some fucking treatment.
Y'all got some ointment in here.
What you got for me?
Some salve.
Ow. I'm gonna put on my balls.
You gotta
Hey.
take care of my boy Black Lavender too.
It's all or none, baby.
Yeah, oint me up. Oh my god. But yeah,
Well,
man.
my thing was I would rather give up rights than to have this thing happen.
Yeah,
you have to start wiping out motherfuckers.
or just a little bit more honesty.
But they
like,
said they said
gotta
that
kill
America only could hold 150 million. Though we're at 331, so like we'd have to do more than that. Well, I guess the death rate would keep up, and it would probably
So the
close
hun-
off.
Oh, yeah.
Would narrow down.
So the 100 million
Yeah,
people.
give me
It's
what?
a lot. It's a lot. It's 150 more than what we should have, or double that.
Okay.
Tupac murder. But anyway, I just wanted to do that real quick.
Wait a minute.
Well, I got
Hold
one more.
on.
I got it.
Tupac.
I got an interesting story, but I just wanted to do that real quick to go over like why like that, like it's not just the shit that people are feeding me that I consider. I consider all the things. So it's just another glimpse into like why to think shit. It's not too far fetched of an idea to think that shit could be possible. So, not saying don't worry or nothing like that. I don't want people to panic. But I love you. So I just want you to know what I'm thinking so you can be scared with me.
Because Corey doesn't like being alone in the dark.
I don't like to be scared by myself. Tupac murderer confessed in a book. Keefe D, who killed Tupac. Keefe D confesses to the involvement in rapper's murder after cancer diagnosis. Multiple publications have reported a story regarding the murder of Tupac Shakur and the confession of an alleged accessory to the incident. Dwayne Keith Davis, better known as Keefe D, the self-proclaimed Compton kingpin, begins by explaining that he has cancer, granting him immunity from prosecution, hence why the confession comes 20 years later. Davis explains he was in the front passenger seat next to Terrence Brown, who was driving. While DeAndre Smith and Davis's cousin, Orlando Anderson, were sitting in the back, and all members of the Southside Crips. Right. The four members were heading to Suge Knight 662 Club, Las Vegas, looking for Tupac, as the rapper had beaten up one of their fellow gang members earlier in the day.
Yeah, he did.
After Tupac never showed, they abandoned the club, only to see him driving towards the club, standing out of the top window. I guess that means sunroof and gang talk. So my partner busted you. I never heard nobody call that shit a top window. David said the shots came from the back, but does not name the shooter. Going to keep it for the code of the streets, it just came from the back seat. Well, then that ain't fucking confession.
You ain't
motherfucker.
confessing that. You just want to get some points for being in the car of the people that killed Tupac.
That's all it was before he dies. Despite Davis saying that he would not confess to who murdered Tupac, during previous interviews with police, the tape claims Orlando Anderson shot the rapper. Anderson had previously denied before his own death in an unrelated gang shooting. Several people coming out saying it's outrageous that Keefe D is not in jail and that it doesn't matter that he does not say who pulled the trigger. No one has been prosecuted for the murder, and that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, if
I
you
think
have that
I think
kind of
that's true.
evidence and they come to you and question you, and you lied on the oath, I don't care. I think you should go to jail.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think
Lying on the oath is not okay, bro.
But nevertheless, it's interesting, though. I mean, we knew it was somebody in the fucking car. I already knew about Orlando Anderson, too. I heard about that a while ago, but I found it interesting he died in a gang death, but in another
Live by the
unrelated
sword,
death.
die by the sword.
Yeah. I mean, you got to figure that, right? They come from fucking Compton and shit.
That's how they roll.
Crazy-ass place out there, man.
666 and all that.
Live fast. Live faster than your money goes in Vegas.
88.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, basketball players are pussies.
What? Oh.
I'll tell you why. Because I never seen so much hype over bad sportsmanship and not shaking hands in a game after that
Oh, yeah.
shit. I got 3 letters for you. UFC. Bro, they physically beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
Immediately they pop up right after. They pop up right off the mat, and they don't just shake hands. They hug a lot of times. They embrace each other like that. Just tells you what level of man you're fucking with at that point.
Even the ones that have beef and talk mad shit before the fight.
Right.
Yeah, because it.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, the bigger the beef, the more love there is after the
really
fucking
is,
fight.
yeah.
It kind of seems that way, doesn't it? So I just wanted to
that's
say that
respect.
while you guys are busy not shaking each other's hands, quit being pussies because it looks really soft.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
legit.
dap it up or something. Like,
Legit, man. Well, look, we need to understand that it takes a man to lose and just go over there and say, "Hey, dude, as bad as this fucking hurts me, good game."
Hey, bro, you played your ass off, boy.
You got
Good job.
me. Even if you mollywopped us, even if we lost by 30, even if whatever.
But then on the flip side of that, bro, for you saying
even
that,
if they were talking shit to you.
on the flip side of that, some people say it's a sign of weakness for you to go over there and be like, "Hey, man, what's up? Thanks, man. We'll see you at the club later on."
Yeah, well, I'm not saying you got to suck his dick verbally. I'm just saying you go show some love and get the fuck out of there. Yeah, man.
I got you.
For sure. On that note, anybody got anything to say before we get the fuck out of here? I was gonna do another story about Jordan, but it's too long. Fuck that shit.
Well, happy Mother's Day. Be out there and be safe.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, please keep washing hands.
In fact, that's the hero of the day. It's all moms out there because you guys are heroes and you're appreciated. Everybody that I know talks really good about their mama too.
I love mama.
So all y'all doing it really good. All y'all doing it really good.
Yeah, right.
That's funny. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Justice for Ahmad.
Be a part of the problem on the People's Network. Please subscribe.